The text hit on a Monday afternoon while I was reviewing case files in my chambers. Evelyn, your father and I talked. Your brother's supervisor, Judge Conrad Weller from the Second Circuit, is coming to Dad's retirement party Saturday. It matters for Liam's career. Having you there would raise questions we'd rather not answer. You understand? I watched the words sit there. Liam, my older brother, the prosecutor my parents wore like a medal, was always the one they bragged about. Me, they said, did government legal work. Good benefits. I typed back. Understood. A minute later, my phone buzzed again. It's probably for the best, honey. Judge Weller is old school. I set the phone down and returned to United States v. DeSanto. Kickback ledgers, shell companies, a witness sleeping with a knife under his pillow. Trial would begin Thursday in Courtroom 7B, my courtroom, because I was Judge Evelyn Marquez, United States District Court, Southern District of New York. They knew I was a lawyer, they just never asked the second question. After a while, neither did I. I'd taken Marquez, my mother's maiden name, when I started practicing, a separation I could live inside. Tuesday morning, my clerk, Tessa, knocked. Judge Marquez, the government's here for the pre-trial conference. Send them in. Liam entered first in a navy suit, mid-sentence. We'll lead with the financials, he told his team. Judge Marquez runs tight, so we stay precise. What reputation is that? I asked. He looked up. His face emptied for 3 seconds, then filled itself with professionalism. Your Honor, Liam Pierce for the United States. Sit, Mr. Pierce, I said, calm as law. Let's be precise. Behind him, his colleagues took their seats. I clicked my pen and began. I ran the conference briskly. Motions, exhibit lists, a warning about theatrics. Liam answered cleanly, but his eyes kept snagging on me. When the others filed out, I said, Stay. The door shut. You can move for recusal, I told him. If you think this is improper. He rubbed a thumb over his wedding band he didn't wear anymore. We're not close, he said. You'll be impartial. And you? I asked. I'll do my job, he said. I didn't know you were a judge. You didn't ask, I replied. He exhaled, shaky. Saturday, Dad's party. He said you shouldn't come, because Judge Weller's there. I saw, I said. I'm not coming. I'm sorry, he whispered. In Courtroom 7B, I said. You're Mr. Pierce. He nodded once and left. Thursday came cold and bright. I stepped onto the bench at 8:55. The room rose, then sank into silence. DeSanto sat rigid. Liam's team lined up binders. In the second row, silver-haired and severe, Judge Conrad Weller watched without blinking. Voir dire ran to noon. Back in chambers, Tessa said, Judge Weller asked if he may introduce himself. Send him in. He entered with ceremonial weight and a firm handshake. Judge Marquez, Conrad Weller. He praised my jury work, then said, almost warmly, I'm in town for Robert Pierce's retirement. Liam speaks highly of his family. Kind of you, I said. Weller's gaze sharpened. He told me he had no siblings. I exist, I said. His eyes dropped to my nameplate. Marquez, he murmured. And before that, Pierce. Understanding hit, anger followed. So they kept you off the guest list, he said quietly, in front of me. They didn't keep me off, I said. I stayed off. Same result. Weller's jaw tightened. You will not be erased in my presence. He rose. I'm going to that party, and I'm going to name you properly. Saturday night, I ate noodles on my couch, phone face down like a closed file. At 7:18, it started buzzing anyway. Liam. Evelyn, what the hell? Weller just told Dad you're a federal judge. Dad. Is this true? People are asking. Mom, why didn't you tell us? I poured wine and let their messages stack up. The urgency felt less like love than damage control. How to answer strangers when the story they'd rehearsed snapped. Sunday morning, Liam knocked, 2 coffees in hand, eyes bruised. He cornered Dad after the toast, he said. Pulled up your confirmation, asked why you weren't there. You told him you were an only child, I said. Liam swallowed. I told him what made me look good. I'm sorry, I should have looked. I took one coffee. Looking is a practice, I said. Start now. He nodded, and I believed him barely today. 3 weeks later, the jury returned guilty on every count. Weller caught me in the corridor. Exact work, he said. And for the record, your father has been introducing you correctly. That Sunday, I met my parents near the courthouse. Dad arrived early, hands folded like he was waiting to be sworn. Tell me, he said, voice thin. What do you do, really? I told them. They listened. This time, nobody changed the subject.